All right, so this is the first interview we're doing on the third morning of InfoComm. It's the last day, Friday, in an extraordinarily humid Orlando, Florida. I'm standing with DOO media strategist Bob Burtis, who's one of my good friends in the industry. You might actually remember an interview that we did with Bob that we turned into an article on DOO investing. Really kicked off our series right now featuring Ira Turk, CEO of your channel as well, kind of continuing on that idea. So first of all, Bob, thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
We wanted to talk because, a lot of the companies now in this space, the space has been growing, and people now are looking at ways to raise capital, perhaps through equity or through venture capital, that's going to allow them to get to the next level. But that can be a big challenge to somebody, especially to a tech person who's really obsessed with getting the perfect product ready. But there are some unique challenges in a technological space. Can you kind of explain what those challenges are?
Yes. What will happen is when you're building a company like that, there is a technical infrastructure, and the owner is invested emotionally and very, very soundly, and he wants to make it perfect before it goes to market. That can be a little bit of a challenge because the investor wants to see cash flow,
right,
and see things out in the market. And there are larger companies that face the same thing. I'm going to use that as an example. Back in the mid-'80s, there was a big conversion of videotape machines from analog to digital. And the sales forces kept talking about the digital, but it wasn't there yet, and then the analog wasn't selling. So it's the same thing a technical person faces today. He may be developing software, he may be developing a security device or some kind of hardware. It doesn't have to be perfect to get out to market. One of the things that happened was the vendor that I was working for at the time came up with a program called SWAT. Familiar name?
Yes.
And it stood for Sell What's Available Today.
Okay.
Get your cash flow out there. Make sure you're talking to people like you in terms of getting the message out, find out what's in the market, get out of the garage, go out and visit people, and go see what's going on.
So in this case, how important is it to have somebody who really understands that process to go along with you? Somebody, from the outside who is not totally engulfed in the ideal and the perfect scenario. How important is it to have somebody else that can come in and that can help you to bring that together?
I think you're looking for the perspective that's needed from somebody who's built businesses before. They understand what the challenges are, they've got the maturity, and they understand what the roadmap looks like. There's going to be bumps, there's going to be ups and downs, sideways, and what you've got to do is keep focused. If you've got the person and you can go out and get these people, you don't have to hire them full time. There are people that will help you develop your sales channels and things like that, so that it's not bringing on a full-time employee, but you're getting that so-called white hair or gray haired guy. In these days, he's usually a lot younger, but just really to guide you down the path and keep a perspective on where you are. You don't have to have the perfect solution. You have to have a solution that works.
That's a very good way to put it. You don't have to have the perfect solution. You have to have the solution that works. How excited, though, are you? Obviously, you're involved in the digital out-of-home space. We're involved in the digital out-of-home space. I'm excited. How excited are you about the prospects long-term for this industry?
Well, I think they're excellent. There's a lot of you have what's up there today. I think the announcement today of what JCPenney does is a big leap forward in the industry. Their stock is up because of that announcement. They're going to upgrade their stores. But there's a lot of what's available today can help create sales lift, and you've just got to start the process. It's 1 and 1 plus 2. You're not going to one, you don't have to worry about what's out there 3 or 4 years from now. Yeah. You build into it.
Well, listen, Bob, thank you so much. It's been very, very enlightening. I look forward to talking with you many, many times in the future.